Coming up, we've got Steven Van Zandt, and he's performing tonight, Beth.
Yeah, and also, obviously, everybody remembers him. And at the NFL Awards, at the Super Bowl, she was even kidding Tim Tebow about saying to him, hey, my parents say hi, because we've all heard about how her parents...
Things happen so fast and we move so quickly. I'm on a flight tomorrow morning for Europe, and so it's really hard to sit back and to actually, analyze what's going on. I wrote a bunch of names down, but didn't prepare any speeches, and it's crazy. And then I have to be here and I have to be there, but it's really hard to take in when things are happening. But it's amazing. It's an honor for real.
What's been the
Well, I'm very happy because, it's like finally the industry kind of acknowledged, what we are and the scene and all of this. So the idea is tonight that we're having kind of a rave on the side of the Grammy building, and
to have everyone together really to commiserate and celebrate together, I think it's actually a really good idea. And I think that spirit at the party last night was the same.
There was she was really fun, and she was really funny, okay? Like, people don't know that about her, but she had a great sense of humor. I have to say that my favorite moment was hearing her do being in the studio, and she did I Didn't Know My Own Strength, because she had tears in her eyes, and I did too. I was like crying, just because you know what I mean?
The song represents everything she went through.
It was. I wrote it. I literally wrote every word for her, like what I would think. Like I thought I was trying to channel, and she told me, she goes, you wrote my life story. She was. I mean, there never will ever be another Whitney Houston.
Get your Naomi Campbell on. Yeah.
How will I know if he really loves me? How's that?
I'm still in shock, actually. Yeah, she, in the past did, but we can't speculate. No one really knows. But it was just still, my friend was on the phone with someone who got the call. I was there, and he told me, I go, no, maybe it's a Twitter hoax. They do that all the time. I go, let's make sure. And he goes, no, it really happened. I'm like, no way.
Ken wanted to pay tribute to Etta because she passed after the in memoriam piece was already finished. So he asked Alicia if she and I would sing a song together, and we're both very good fans of each other, and I was a good friend of Etta's, and so it was really healing for me to have her as support. And now with Whitney, who she produced the last 3 records of, I'm able to be there for her as well. So together we're going to sing Sunday Kind of Love and just pour our hearts out, because the rest of the show I think will be dedicated to the people we've lost.
For showtime.
Yeah, and I want to go over some of the nominees that are in place this year for Album of the Year.
She was a fresh-faced kid who could sing better than anybody, and she had a joy when she sang, and she was beautiful. She was tall and beautiful and had a great, great, great voice. And for some reason, she had some demons that she couldn't beat.
She's totally beyond category. Tony Bennett said it last night. He said it was the best voice he'd ever heard, and that's what he called Clive Davis and said, I finally heard the best voice I've ever heard. And what more can be said?
Seemingly, she was living a little dangerously. I just don't know, except that I think there was a real sad woman there, and I'll pray for her. And she should rest now.
Lisa, I love the heritage.
Thank you. Esmeralda. The motto of this designer is eco-friendly wear for the independent woman. Her name is Amy G, and everything she does is totally eco-friendly, hand-dyed, organic silk. So I dreamed of this dress, and she made it for me. So this is Amy G, Angel of the Morning.
And that's like a metallic belt?
Yes, this is an antique Mexican copper belt. Hey, just put it together. It's like music. When it's right, it's done.
Yeah.
Grammys. I'm a nominee, 4th year in a row. Best comedy album should go to a chick. I just want to say, in the history of the Grammys, Best Comedy Album has only gone to women twice. I just want to point that out. I'm playing the age card from the bottom of the deck.
Yeah. So, I wonder what insight he can give about when they're going to fill that saxophonist role.
That's true, although, they have said for the upcoming
It's going to be an emotional year without him, and obviously it's been, it's going to be different. I mean, it's been different without Danny, and we decided it's really not replaceable, obviously. So we're going to have a 5-piece horn section and do things a little bit differently, and make the transition that way, and carry on as a tribute to Clarence and Danny, and their work will be there forever, of course.